Hello, I'm Daniel Desira, and today I'm going to present my project on the impact of poaching of African rhinos in South Africa. This issue remains a significant conservation crisis. Even with minor improvements in recent years, poaching of African rhinos for their horns continues to threaten their survival, as well as the ecosystem of South African environment, tourism, and the communities that depend on their survival. In South Africa, 1,488 rhinos were poached and killed between 2012 and 2023. Approximately 80% of African rhinos call South Africa home, and if poaching continues, they will likely become extinct in the wild within the next 20 years. Poaching is driven by the illegal horn trade, where criminal syndicates kill rhinos for horns to use in traditional medicine, investment value, and social status, mainly in China and Vietnam. I don't know about you, but one day I wish to go on a safari in South Africa and see these rhinos still thriving in their habitat. Losing rhinos affects not only the loss of this species, but also the ecosystem in which they live. They are key grazers that help shape vegetation and support the biodiversity of other species. Without rhinos, ecosystems face a long-term biodiversity collapse, an increased risk of overgrowth, and heightened fire danger in the area. Researchers observed that shorter grass levels and more balanced vegetation are present where rhinos live. Poaching of rhino horns also affects the surrounding community and South Africa's economy. Rhinos are one of the main species that wildlife tourists travel to South Africa to see. Tourism and conservation are a source of jobs, inclusiveness, and business opportunities for local communities. Around 90% of Kruger National Park's general employees are from surrounding communities, and 733 businesses are supported by South African national parks. So why should we care? Well, the environment and other species that rely on rhinos will suffer. It will impact tourism, which is one of South Africa's primary sources of income. It will affect the livelihoods of communities around the area. Most of all, allowing one of the most iconic animals that has existed for millions of years to disappear because of humans is a global tragedy. However, there is hope, and conservation strategies have shown success, particularly through dehorning, which has resulted in 78% decline in poaching in some reserves in South Africa. I think technological innovations are key. Drones help rangers track poachers and direct rhinos away from danger. Community-based programs not only provide education and employment opportunities, but they also offer sustainable livelihoods, which in turn help protect rhinos. My call to action is that we need to support evidence-based conservation that works to improve technology to reduce poaching, community involvement, and cooperation from international countries. As individuals, we can support credible wildlife conservation organisations such as WWF, Save the Rhino International, and South Africa's Sandparks Honorary Rangers. Small donations help fund community-based conservation projects, drone surveillance technology, ranger patrols, and vet care for injured rhinos. You can help by promoting ethical wildlife tourism and visiting parks that invest in conservation, as well as lodges that employ or work with local communities. Signing petitions for stricter anti-poaching laws and supporting campaigns that target illegal wildlife trade, or volunteering in conservation programs. You see, protecting African rhinos is not just about saving the animal, but it's also about protecting ecosystems, other animal species, supporting communities, and ensuring that our future generations get to enjoy a world that still has these beautiful animals roaming in the wild. Thank you.